Welcome to History Explained, where we illuminate the past to better understand our present. I'm your guide to your daily journey through the past to empower the future. Today is Wednesday, August 6, 2025. As we do every Wednesday, we're exploring a major global event that shaped the course of world history. Today, we turn our attention to the atomic bombing of Hiroshima on August 6, 1945, a moment that forever changed warfare, international relations, and humanity's relationship with technology. This unprecedented use of nuclear weapons marked the beginning of the atomic age and fundamentally altered global politics for generations to come. What makes the bombing of Hiroshima particularly significant is how it demonstrated humanity's capacity for both scientific achievement and devastating destruction, while forcing the world to confront the existential implications of nuclear warfare that continue to shape international relations today. So let's explore this pivotal moment in world history, examining the scientific developments that made atomic weapons possible, the decision-making process that led to their use, and the lasting impact on warfare and global politics. The story of the atomic bomb begins with scientific discoveries in the early 20th century. Albert Einstein's theory of relativity demonstrated the relationship between mass and energy, while research by scientists like Rutherford and Niels Bohr revealed the structure of atoms and the enormous energy potential locked within atomic nuclei. The critical breakthrough came in 1938 when German scientists Otto Hahn and Fritz Strassmann achieved nuclear fission, splitting uranium atoms and releasing tremendous energy. This discovery sparked fears among Allied scientists that Nazi Germany might develop atomic weapons first. In 1939, Einstein wrote to President Franklin Roosevelt warning about German atomic research and urging American development of nuclear weapons. This letter helped convince Roosevelt to authorize what would become the Manhattan Project, the massive secret program to develop atomic bombs. The Manhattan Project involved unprecedented collaboration between government, universities, and private industry. Led by General Leslie Groves and scientific director J. Robert Oppenheimer, the project employed over 130,000 workers at facilities across the United States, from Los Alamos, New Mexico, to Oak Ridge, Tennessee. By summer 1945, the project had successfully developed two types of atomic bombs: a uranium-based weapon called Little Boy, and a plutonium-based device called Fat Man. The first nuclear test, codenamed Trinity, occurred in the New Mexico desert on July 16, 1945, confirming the weapon's devastating power. President Harry Truman, who had become president after Roosevelt's death in April 1945, faced the decision of whether to use these weapons against Japan. The Pacific War was still raging, with Japan showing no signs of surrender despite devastating conventional bombing campaigns. Military planners estimated that Operation Downfall, the planned invasion of Japan, could cost up to 1 million American casualties and several million Japanese lives. The atomic bomb offered an alternative that might force Japanese surrender without a costly invasion. On August 6, 1945, at 8:15 a.m. local time, the B-29 bomber, Enola, piloted by Colonel Paul Tibbets, dropped Little Boy on Hiroshima. The bomb exploded approximately 1,900 feet above the city center, creating a fireball hotter than the surface of the sun and generating pressures of several tons per square inch. The immediate destruction was catastrophic. The blast and resulting fires destroyed approximately 70% of Hiroshima's buildings and killed an estimated 80,000 people instantly. Tens of thousands more would die from radiation sickness, burns, and other injuries in the following days, weeks, and months. Hiroshima was chosen as a target because it was an important military center housing the headquarters of the Japanese Second Army and significant military facilities. However, the city also contained hundreds of thousands of civilians, including children, raising profound moral questions about targeting civilian populations. The bombing introduced the world to the horrific effects of radiation sickness, a previously unknown form of human suffering. Survivors, known as Hibakusha, experienced hair loss, internal bleeding, and increased cancer rates that persisted for decades after the attack. 3 days later, on August 9, the United States dropped Fat Man on Nagasaki, killing approximately 40,000 people immediately. Emperor Hirohito announced Japan's surrender on August 15, 1945, citing the new and most cruel bomb as one reason for ending the war. The atomic bombings achieved their immediate objective of forcing Japanese surrender without invasion, but they also initiated the nuclear age with all its attendant dangers and moral complexities. The weapons demonstrated that humanity had developed the capability to destroy entire cities in seconds. The bombings sparked intense debates about the morality and necessity of using atomic weapons against civilian populations. Some argued they were necessary to end the war quickly and save lives, while others contended that Japan was already defeated and the bombs were unnecessary. The atomic age transformed international relations by introducing the concept of mutually assured destruction. Nuclear weapons made total war between major powers potentially suicidal, fundamentally altering diplomatic calculations and military strategy for decades to come. The bombings also accelerated the nuclear arms race as other nations sought to develop their own atomic weapons. The Soviet Union tested its first atomic bomb in 1949, followed by Britain in 1952, France in 1960, and China in 1964, creating a multipolar nuclear world. The legacy of Hiroshima extends far beyond military history. The bombing raised fundamental questions about the relationship between scientific progress and human values, the morality of targeting civilians in warfare, and humanity's responsibility for controlling destructive technologies. Today, the atomic bombing of Hiroshima remains a powerful reminder of both human destructive capability and the importance of nuclear non-proliferation efforts. The city itself has become a symbol of peace and a center for anti-nuclear activism worldwide. The event continues to influence contemporary debates about nuclear weapons, military ethics, and international security. As nations grapple with nuclear proliferation concerns, the lessons of Hiroshima remain tragically relevant to modern global politics. Thank you for joining us for this exploration of the atomic bombing of Hiroshima. Tomorrow, we'll be back with our Cultural Insights episode where we'll be examining the influence of ancient Greek theater on modern dramatic arts and storytelling traditions. If you enjoyed this journey through history, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. We'd love to hear your thoughts on how the atomic bombing of Hiroshima continues to influence modern discussions about warfare, ethics, and international relations. Until next time, I'm your guide for History Explained, where we believe that understanding yesterday is the key to navigating tomorrow.